What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Javen. Now look, y'all. I tried to tell y'all this, okay? Bro, I want my credit because have I not been telling y'all this about the game? Okay, now look, before we get to anything, this is gonna be a long video. I want y'all to get your snacks and everything like that ready, okay? We have some breaking news, okay? This tweet was just made yesterday, okay? I ended up screenshotting. We're gonna get into all of that, right? But I'm gonna read it to you. A 2K dev admitted this, okay? Look, I'm gonna read it to you, okay? I think the guy's name is the underscore Caesar. I know he's a dev for 2K, but let me read what he said. He tweeted, he says, for your information, the gameplay team is one of the primary drivers for feedback from Next Makers. We wanted more direct community feedback on gameplay and hands-on feedback before release. Other areas of the game each have their methods of getting feedback and ideas, right? Now, I'm gonna read it again, okay? Because I feel like some of y'all are not catching on to what I've been trying to explain to y'all for these past couple of weeks and going on months at this point, right? For your information, the gameplay team is one of the primary drivers for feedback from Next Makers. We wanted more direct community and feedback on the gameplay and hands-on feedback before release. Y'all, it is the but he made this tweet on the 29th, okay? The 29th was, I believe it was yesterday, so a couple hours ago, right? Because right now, currently for me, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, okay? He made this tweet, right, yesterday. Guys, we are in season 6. Why is this now being announced? Also, I want to point this out. Other areas of the game each have their own methods of getting feedback and ideas. What are those methods? What like tell me? This is what I was trying to explain to y'all about when it comes to the dev team. And I know this is just one person, which is another thing that's sad about it. It's only one dev to say this, right? Is the fact that you're not getting that urge of do they really care, right? Like why not tell us? And again, y'all can say, oh, you're making it big. No, I'm not, because I've been telling y'all the devs don't understand our experience on the game. Now, let me get to this next maker stuff, bro. And again, I know next makers, again, they get any money. I'm not mad at them, okay? I get it. Get your bag, okay? But from a next makers, I'm pretty sure half of the next makers currently right now are not playing this game. They're not streaming this game because, again, I mean, who are you gonna find right now that is streaming 2K that's actually got a smile on their face and looks like they're having a good time? I mean, you're gonna find a very tough time finding that person, right? And if they are doing that, they most likely have a Zen. Okay, we know what's going on. We know how it is, bro. But again, next makers, bro. Again, you cannot. The devs got to understand. You cannot use next makers as your feedback because next makers and people that are not content creators are not the same. Yes, they're both human, but their situation is different. Like a next maker has their community to where they can have the experience with, right? To where a person who's just playing just to play, they're not going to have that same opportunity as that next maker because they're just known as a regular person. They're not known as a content creator or a streamer to where here's my issue with 2K, right? And again, I know some people next would be like, nah, I would have said, let's call it what it is, bro. If you were next maker, you would have been like, look, man, I dealt with this when I played. You wouldn't really be saying like everything that I dealt with, this needs to be looked at. Y'all not gonna do that. You see what I'm saying? And I feel that's why a lot of people are rocking because I speak for the ones who are not, they don't really have the opportunity to really get themselves out there because they're not a content creator or a streamer. To where, like example, with matchmaking, right? You think I gotta deal with matchmaking all the time? I can, like I said, I can easily make a team, right? This is not all I wanted to, get to. I want to also reply to this, right? So when he made this tweet, y'all, right, there was some replies. I'm going to get to these replies right now. Like I said, we got a lot to talk about. So Badge Plug, aka Wadge Plug, says gameplay is probably where I have the least amount of complaints. The game needs to be incentivized for you to play more, in my opinion. Now I'm agreeing to disagree with Badge on this, right? When he said gameplay is where he has the least complaints, again, I feel like Badge is saying this because, again, he is and again, he's not a next maker, but I'm saying him to be a content creator, right? He's not gonna deal with what you probably deal with getting the horrible teammates in every game, or whether it's Park. rec, whatever you play. You see what I'm saying? He's not going to deal with that because Badge he's a next, not a next maker, but he's a content creator, right? I don't know why I'm talking so fast. My whole point is his, experience is going to be different. That's why I feel like, I disagree with his comment, what he was saying about, the least amount is gameplay. Now, what I do agree with Badge Plug is we need more incentivized for you to play the game. Like there needs to be more than just, you know, prime and rec, right? There needs to be more. There needs to be other modes that is similar to those modes that is like, okay, you can go to this mode and also have fun, similar, right? Like he said, it gets boring. And I also said that as well, right? The game it should not be boring, right? Here we go. Now again, we on to another comment. Again, I rock with Badger, okay? It's okay to have your own opinion, right? But like I told y'all, like I just feel, and that's for any content creator. I feel like a lot of them would be like, "Nah, the game ain't that bad," but like again, let's put them in your shoes, right? I told you, in my opinion, the game is bad because it's the experience. But here's Shoot's comment. He's the next one that put a reply under this tweet. He says, remove the jump shot meter for 2K25 stage and prime so we can stop cheaters and comp game modes. Now, here's my reaction to Shoot, right? Now, look, my reaction to Shoot's comment is, again, we've got to understand what community we're dealing with. Bro, Zens have been an issue, right? I feel like even if they remove the shot meter and things like that, that we're still going to have Zens. See what I'm saying? It's just like 2K. Remember, 2K tried to increase speed ups and jump shot and all these, extra jump shot timings to try to defeat Zens. And what did it do? We still have Zens. Do you honestly think, and again, this is my opinion, right? Do you honestly think that if they remove the jump shot meter, that people will not find a way to have a Zen or cheat, whatever method they have nowadays, right? They're going to find ways. If you're gonna be, well, Jay, how are they gonna stop them? Well, the ones that are caught, they're just banned fully to extent. There is no suspension. Like I told you, you see the ban, right? Now, let's move on. Like I told y'all, I want to be wrong, but when a dev literally admits that they're not really concerned about, you're not really giving a he gives a damn. You see what I'm saying? You're not giving that vibe from that tweet. And I screenshot the tweet in case it gets deleted, right? Now look, somebody says right here, hold on. Delete the engine for next gen, revamp it to current gen engine, but obviously more advanced since it's next gen. The clunkiness and slipperiness and delayed gameplay is horrible. It's just not the same game. The current gen game engine is way better than next gen ever was. See? Now look, I told y'all for 2K to, get back to what they used to be, a fun product where you could actually, have fun on while, using your time and whatnot. They gotta, fresh everything, brand new everything. Okay, they got to go back and everything on this game right here. Looking at 2K24, none of this stuff needs to return on 25. But we can all fully to understand that that's not going to happen, right? So even when somebody says they didn't have a new engine, yeah, well, I can agree with that, right? Now I don't know about going to the current gen engine because current gen is in my opinion a worse product, right? Um, I just feel like, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna revamp, the engine. Like I said, what they need to do is get new people in office, right? But here we go. So now somebody says we need to fix paint defense and all those contest shots, man, is so bad. Bro, why do I think I made that video on defense? I kept trying to explain to y'all, right? And I'm reading tweets on Twitter, by the way, too. If you want to know what am I reading off of, right? Reading people's replies to the devs tweet. Dog, I really want to delete my center, my defensive anchor. Like I want to delete him, and I'm not going to because I feel like I'll be wasting my money. But you cannot control your player no more, especially if you have a center that's like tall or something like that. Right now, that's not an excuse for some of y'all to go out there and make an undersized big because some of y'all can't even box out properly. Right. What I'm telling y'all is this: from season one to where we are now, it's completely different, and it feels like you're not even playing the same game. And that's a red flag. So somebody says put the ban modes for quitting, and I gotta see. Hold on. Pretty sure whoever said bless you. Okay, my fault. Somebody says put the ban for quitting in games like rec or park. Make sure it's an actual quit. Add a mercy rule for blocks 40 plus. It's unlimited. Paint defense has not been balanced or effective after seasons this lately. Foul calls, playing poorly, proper defense. This game is terrible. So basically, when he tweets that, people are like, "Dog, you don't want to hear it because your game in general is horrible," and it's just the truth. What you're getting in these replies is just nothing positive, really. So somebody says, hold on. We want to buy the game and not have to spend way more money after that and be able to enjoy the game. But we can't do that. Like I said, look at the past couple of years. What has it been? Instead of it being a fun experience, it's been more of a more frustrating experience. Just call it what it is. So somebody says, y'all listen to the worst of Next Maker's gameplay has been terrible for a few years now. Well, here's my topic on this YouTube. Here's my whole take about this. Instead of relying on next makers to get ideas and what they feel, why don't the devs play the game for themselves and see how it is so they can truly understand, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure people that they have hired are people who are familiar with the 2K community, which I would hope so, or they're familiar with, the game of basketball and what we would understand, what we would actually want to enjoy and not be a first, like, the million timings on a jumper, right? They probably don't understand the frustration on it and how we feel about the jump shot times because guess what? They're not playing the game. To them, as long as people are buying the game and spending money on VC, to them that's a victory. And that to me is like that's a slap in the face. Even to make this tweet yesterday is a slap in the face because dog, we're in season 6. Why are you now making this tweet? You feel what I'm saying? Y'all ain't said nothing all year basically, and now a dev want to finally come out and say something, right? Now look, somebody says I can speak for the my player community, but as Simheads really enjoyed this year's 2K. First time in years, it feels like you can score with people other than stars. The shooting is great. I can feel adjustments. I need to make it green. The ball handling feels effective. Now, the reason why I read that tweet is because you clearly have some people who, like I said, they don't have no issues. Now, I don't know how anybody can have this mindset, but this is their opinion, not mine, right? But for the ones who are gonna say, well, you're just reading the negative comments. No, I'm reading all of the comments replies to it, right? Now look, somebody says y'all crawling out. Hold on. Y'all crawling out the cabinets to ramp up a fake hype for 2K25. That's exactly what they're doing. They want to now return because like I did not tell y'all this. Did I not tell you? I was like, dog, 2K25 talks are about to start happening. I warned y'all this in my video yesterday. I literally said that's about to be starting to get talked about, right? So you see how they all year long they ain't want to say nothing, right? But now because 2K25 is basically around the corner, right? If y'all didn't pay attention or notice, right? Now they want to come out and say something about this, something. It's like, bro, why are you now saying something? Now look, somebody says, hold on, gameplay is awful, but I appreciate your effort. Let's just call it what it is. Man, y'all been going back to 2K19. I can agree with that. Focus on more 5v5. Bro, I want, like I said, what needs to happen is not going to happen. That's why I told y'all, if they, in my opinion, 25 is going to be worse. It's going to be a terrible game because, like I said, you're not getting the urgency of they care. And yet, we still don't have another basketball that's pushing 2K to be great or to be better than what they've been giving us, which is a sign of laziness and no attention. I mean, the lack of attention to detail on their game as a whole. If you're new to this channel, go look at the 2K trailers and you go back and talk to me and tell me what you saw in that trailer. You saw some of the trailer makes you go, yo, this looks fire. To where when you play the game, it's not what you saw in the trailer, bro. So I'm saying now again, yes, for the ones who are gonna be smart in comments, yes, I get it. They're gonna make it look, way more cooler. But bro, this is PSI. This is next gen here. We're talking here, bro. This is the next gen. See what I'm saying? So look, here we go. Stop making defenders feel like they are in cement. Told you can't control your players no more, bro. That's why I made that video on defense. People keep acting like there's nothing wrong with 2K. There's so much wrong with it. You're not really having people speaking because they don't really care no more. Y'all, like I said, y'all lucky I care, dog. Right? And when I seen this tweet, what really was going through my mind was, why is he now just saying this? Why is he out of the entire year of 2K24? Why now say something like this? It's too late, bro. Your game is cooked. It's trash. And it's gonna be the summer for 25. Now look. So somebody says, why y'all need to what y'all need to do is add more court skins to the game and make a refreshing rec. shouldn't be looking the same, or at least add 2 to 3 game win streak settings, outlook setting, Jim. So basically, what he's saying is the attention to detail. What I've already been saying, it's not there. So somebody says, and how do we provide this feedback? Because it's not only 280 characters that we can say things. I've got a friendship channel. Okay, we're off that comment. I don't know what he's going after right there. So let's move on. So those were basically half the replies, and most of the replies basically saying everything. Like basically, the game is trash. Like somebody said right here, the game fucking sucks. I mean, let's just call it what it is, bro. It's literally a lot of the same more comments. Now, I seen Badge Plugs, aka Wadge Plugs. He made a tweet, right? Because you have someone, I think her name is Lily Murray. She's a next maker, and I've seen some of her videos. And shout out to her about it too. I'll make sure I go check out her content on her channel, right? It's nothing personal. It's just my opinion. When I watch her, and I know she's a 2K next, she can't say certain things. It's like she knows what's going on, but like she's going to try to defend 2K with everything she can. And again, I understand it, right? But Badge Plug said she replied to one of her and like the tweets, and this went had like 100 some thousand views in the tweet. Like people saw what was said, and a lot of stuff they were saying is stuff that I've been trying to tell y'all, right? So so somebody said, so don't give the people what they want is basically what the motto is, right? And then Bashwick says, my brain threw up when I read this. They don't want input. Are we serious? Because basically, it's just a lot of, like I said, a lot of stuff goes on into a community, y'all. This is not even no drama. This is people opinions, right? So somebody says facts. The devs clearly don't even play their own game. How many times have I told y'all this stuff? See what I'm saying? This is what this all is leading up to is the experience on the game. How many times have I told you, I said, bro, the reason why 2K right now is trash is because the experience. Did Javen not tell y'all that numerous times? I could have sworn I did, right? So look, now we have a comment from All City Big Heck. He says, I hear time and time that next makers make ton of suggestions and forward input from the community from it to be disregarded. 2K is going to do what they feel is right for the brand regardless. And like I said, in my opinion, that's like to me, we're just nothing is improving. Look at like I said, go look at these last couple of 2Ks that were out. A lot of these issues are things that we've already dealt with. Nothing has really gotten improved. Like, when is the last time you've played a 2K to where you're like, yo, the game, like, this is not just a 2 week hit to where you know the game is fun and it goes trash after the 2 weeks. Like you can actually have fun on the game because the game is actually fun to play. The experience of the game is actually fun to play. You see what I'm saying? When is the last time we had that? When is the last time we felt like we had a balanced game? 2K19, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, I was 2K19. When is the last time you didn't have people using the same animation? Now, yes, of every 2K, at some point there was some jumper that was it was like a cheat code to where mostly like a lot of people had options to get to it, but the game was still fun to where again people wouldn't just copy everybody, right? And I'm telling y'all my experience. Like when I played 2K19, you didn't have, in my opinion, everybody using the same dribble moves, and I seen a couple of the same jumpers, but it wasn't like on this game, Jamal Murray behind the back. You see what I'm saying? Magic, like, bro, it's everybody using the same thing, right? It's the same thing. So look, somebody says, to be honest, we already knew this was going to happen with the last 2 to 3 years of season rewards have been absolutely terrible. See, nothing's getting better. It's clearly don't play their game after release or even the content creators. I've been telling, bro, have I not been telling y'all this? But you know what I get in the comments? Not from all y'all, but some people, bro, you just complaining. You just cry. All you do is cry. A dev just admitted it to you. He literally he didn't even, he just now out of all the entire year to speak about the game and experience, yesterday was the time he felt was to say something finally. You see what I'm saying? So look, somebody says game is straight copyright. They only care about how they increase profits. Only way they will listen is if their profits decrease. So drastically, again, I'm not the best at reading, but I hope I pronounce it the correct way, that they get desperate and take our advice. Their formula has been working, so why would they listen to the community? So basically, what he is saying is, like I said, as long as they're making money, they're not going to care about the experience on the game. They're just going to keep doing what they're doing because they have nobody pushing them, and they're making money off of these, things they're putting into the game, right? Same thing with the my team stuff. And again, yes, I know it. Most of the community don't play the game for my team, right? But that's even bad because you look at Troyden. He exposed that. You see what I'm saying? Like you can spend all that money and still not get the card that was being advertised. But look, got another comment. Somebody says it's corruption, simple but sad. Um, 25 is already heading the wrong direction before it even started. Did I not tell y'all this yesterday? Did I not tell? No, I told. Why do y'all think I've been? Well, I warned y'all. I was like, dog, 25 is trash. You not be like, bro, Jay, the game trash. I've been telling y'all this, and it wasn't a secret sign because if you were to pay attention to the dev team, they weren't talking to us. See what I'm saying? Do y'all know what a game? Do y'all know what a dev is? A developer. They should have all eyes and ears to the customers and how they feel. We did not get that at all this year nor last year until it was the end of the 2K that you were playing. Meaning, when it's the end of 2K23 is when the devs gonna start talking. When it's basically the end of 2K24, which we still got 3 more seasons, is when the devs are gonna start talking. I told you this game been cooked ever since they start fiddling and messing with the shooting and stuff like that. All of those, messing with shot cues. The game been fried because then they mess with defense and they mess with all of this other stuff. So I told you the game been cooked, right? But like I told you, 25 talks are starting to happen. So this is not a shocker. So look, somebody said this should not be a better reason to not support this game anymore. The people that made them or who they are now saying this. Somebody says giving up our opinions, our feedback, and just statements to them are invalid. And they just want our money input. All right. So basically something the last person just said, as long as they're getting money, they're not going to care what nobody is saying. And it's a sad truth, right? So look, somebody says 2K is cooked. That's the biggest 2K problem. They don't want to hear input on making the game better. Do not want input is crazy. That's why the game is completely dead. See, but Lily Murray, and again, if you see this video, no, all love to you, okay? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against you. But if you think, Lily, that there is nothing wrong with the game, or you think this is, people just overreacting, I don't know what to tell you, Lily. Like, I mean, at some point, we got to be real here, okay? We got to be real here. 2K24, and I said it before, bro, got to be, in my opinion, the worst 2K I have ever played. Ever, okay? I ain't never played a 2K where I got to guess if I'm making a jumper. You see what I'm saying? I ain't never had to play a 2K to where I can't control my player no more. You see what I'm saying? Like all of these patches and things like that. See what I'm saying? And this 25, it's gonna be nothing that all the information that we were getting today tells me that 25 is going to be 2K24 2.0. See what I'm saying? So somebody says this is why 25 is about to be bad. We already knew this. We just needed to hear it. We need we pay, they check, they should want our input. Them not wanting the community input is such a slap in our face. But did I not tell the devs been basically slapping us in the face? They don't play this game. They don't play it. And until some of y'all wake up and realize that, but that, why I think I've been telling y'all I want you to use your voice so we can get more. If y'all feel the same way how these people are feeling these tweets, these other people are tweeting this stuff saying that, you know what I'm saying, this is why the game is going to be trash. Why don't some of you use your voice and get it out there so they can know, yo, this is not what we want. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know, right? So look, somebody says so they don't want people to come back to their game. Downfall of 2K needs to be studied at this point. They wanted them to feel like their opinion meant something, but it doesn't. Stringing them along and making them feel important to fake promotion. Why am I not surprised? Bro, just give up. 2K is basically your job, but bro, getting the game is a shit show will never get better. And people continue to support this company that don't give a shit about them. Crazy, but I'm glad I don't play this game anymore. Why do you think when I said I deleted, I didn't want to come back? And honestly, I feel like deleting the game again because I don't want it on my console. That tweet that dev tweeted out yesterday was basically a slap in the face and saying like, okay, all of the bullshit I've been dealing with, I'm gonna tweet this out. so we can start talking about 25. But why would we want to talk about 25 when you didn't even want to talk about 24? Y'all blatantly ignored everything with this game. I'm talking to the devs at this point. I didn't see not one after when it came to season 2 and 3, the devs were nowhere to be found going forward. They didn't say anything. You see what I'm saying? You had a bunch of BS going on, right? You want to know the truth? Ever since they stopped releasing Preludes, the game has been shit. They got money hungry. We don't see the gameplay till a week before. The creators that get to test before our faces are saying it's the best 2K in a long time. And guess what? They're too hold on. And guess what? They're too shook to speak out because they wanted to be invited the following year. This is facts, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to, say what it is because they're like, okay, I'm dissing 2K, right? And again, that's just somebody's opinion, but it's the truth, right? And Lily's again, this ain't no disrespect to her. I get it. But at some point, we gotta be real. And again, like y'all go check out her channel. She does videos, all types of stuff about the community stuff like that. Y'all, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. All love to her. But at some point, we gotta be real, y'all. Right? And this is not about Lily. This is about more of the dev tweeting out what he did. And to me, he don't get a pass because you basically ignored everything with 24 and you're trying to get us to talk 25 to where it's like, okay, forget 24, we're on 25. Let's see what y'all got to say. And it's like, dog, are we going to forget the horrible experience that we dealt with? Not even just shooting, but defense is non existent no more. You got guards getting push animations on 7 footers. Now, yes, some of these 7 footers don't push strength, but dog, I'm seeing some footers that got strength and they're getting, like I said, the game is animation made. The game is really animation made. It throws you into animations to where you can't control your player no more. You have no control of your my player, okay? You have no control. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. You see what I'm saying? Let me know how y'all feel about this. Um, it just goes to show y'all, like I told y'all, man, the devs do not really care. It's reality. As much as it pains us to just think of like this shit really like this is they really don't care. Yes, it's the truth. They don't really care. Okay, they don't, and it's sad, bro. It's sad that we're in an era now to where the devs, even though the last couple of years have not been smooth, they're gonna act like everything was good because they have no competition. But like I told you, man, I tried to tell y'all you're not. They don't know what we're going through. They don't play it. Why don't think I kept saying it again? I know, and if a lot of people new to this channel, by the way, to make sure, let's try to get a video of 50 likes, okay? A lot of y'all did this channel, so some of y'all don't know. Like I've been saying, and I know LD2K is not a dev, but I wanted LD2K to live stream this game and play it solo to where he gets an experience to where it kind of might throw him off to where he's like, okay, is this how it truly is, right? Because again, LD has the logo and everything like that to where people are gonna want to play with him. You see what I'm saying? Easily, easily off that simple, right? I'm pretty sure he got all types of people like he knows just strictly off, and that logo and stuff like that. Because again, he really got clout if we want to be real. Because LD Tick has been a part of the 2K community for like a couple of years now. We know what it is, right? But my whole point is, I wanted him to play it to where he can see like this is like not what I just experienced previously, to where it's like red flags because what was the dev team thinking? Why did we make those moves? Why did we make those changes on the game without even them playing it for them to understand what the community is going through? But now we're gonna tweet out, what I'm saying? And the thing that really kind of not even ticked me off, but was a slap in the face. This is to me was slap in the face. I'm gonna end the video after I'm done saying this, right? This part to me was a slap in the face, y'all. When he said other areas of the game each have their methods of getting feedback and ideas. What are those other methods? What are those areas? Like, explain it. Because y'all haven't talked to us the entire year, right? And this is one person. So I don't know about the other devs, but I know just so far this one dev, he made this tweet, right? But to me, like, just saying that it's like, okay, like you saying this to brush everything off. Like you really just saying this to say you're not telling us what how the other ideas and how you get. You're not saying well we some time to time play. Y'all don't play. One, we know y'all don't play it because the game would have. If y'all would have played this game, I'm gonna tell you right now to the community. If the dev team were to truly play this game would not be as bad as it is right now because they would have realized, yo, this is not what the game was in season one, to where this is a different game. It feels like these people are being probably robbed at this point. And that's how I feel. I don't know how much money I spent on the game when it comes to build because none of my builds, I think I have one build that's like 95 and up, which is my center. Other than that, all my builds are not really maxed because to me, maxing out a build in this game isn't worth it. And if you look at it, you can't control players no more. So why is maxing out a build going to do anything, right? So in total, I probably spent close to $400, which I really made the money right back because I made content. But it's just the fact that, like I said, 2K gets away with a lot of stuff. This game is not what it used to be. Season one, the game, it's the same cycle. And what do? They do it every time. They shoot themselves in the foot every single time. And yesterday was out of all of the times to say something, yesterday is when they find when some a dev finally wants to say something about the game. Finally, you know what I'm saying? All the other times we're not saying it, but now it's now is the time we're gonna say something. Like I said, you got to be joking. Other than that, let me know y'all feel in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy J Man. We signing on, man. I might stream later on today. I don't know because I want to get more thoughts and opinions on this. But even the community is like they even notice it. The dev don't play. They don't play this game. They don't play it. The devs do not play this game. And I've been telling y'all this, okay? And it's not me just, ha, I told you so. But I told you I don't want to be wrong. But in reality, I'm not. And that's the thing about it. I'm out, man.